Markedoutwrestling podcast. This is our Who Won Wednesday show. We're going to analyze side by side NXT this week. Alongside me are my co-hosts, Brody Rob and Bionic Brian. What's going on?
Yeah, hey, how you doing? I am looking forward to shitting all over Brian, indie, wannabe, big time, fucking whatever that was.
I don't know. By the way,
I heard you said it.
what?
Who are
Let's see. We got Jason Scornar on there, Anaconda Vice. Welcome, Mr. Minhomer.
Oh,
Hello.
Mr. Minhomer.
Mr. Minhomer.
Mr.
Justin
Poopy Butthole.
Reside, Juan Rodriguez. We got G Double Game Entertainment
That's
Enterprises.
Berto.
I know.
That's
LLC.
Double G
I
Gaming.
know. It's right. And they're filing in. Shoji, what's up, Shoji? Dyke. Yeah, we got good audience.
That's
good
awesome.
Crowd. Good solid lieutenants, as
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Way to sell the show here.
Yeah.
So we're going to run it down. We're going to start, of course, with the show open. We're going to go segment by segment, line by line, side by side, and pretty much see who wins. I can tell you guys a little kayfabe break before we go on air. Brian and Rob were both shitting on each other's products, so I think the arguments are going to be a little lit tonight.
It's not shitting when it's just facts.
It's
when I'm talking
Pure
about
diarrhea.
you're talking about NXT.
No, I'm talking about AEW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, actually, let's see.
Hey, look, we're gonna halfway kind of sell
Why-
out a
What?
small hockey arena.
No, tickets are free at Full Sail, apparently.
They're
Find them out. It's
totally
like the
not.
Impact Zone, brother.
Oh, okay, all right.
Hey, why is the intro always so loud? Do they know we can barely hear the intro?
That doesn't make sense. Why would you ask why it's so loud and then tell us that you can barely hear it?
I think,
Doesn't-
I think he's referring to us, not AEW.
Oh.
I think he's talking about AEW.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Either way.
You can explain yourself, and we're going to move on. I don't remember. Rob, did you give us a sound effect? What do we do here?
What?
You good?
Is that what we do?
yeah,
I don't know.
We can do
Sure.
that. Wait, what episode are we?
It is episode number 450.
55. 5.
Yeah,
I feel
55.
like we've been at 55.
No, we
No,
were at
we moved
50
up.
for like 3
All right,
episodes.
That's right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go with the show opens, fellas. So we start with a match on both sides. We find out, hey, Mauro Ranallo's back. Killian Dane's going to call out Damian Priest, and Nigel McGuinness tells us that he's out due to a rib injury, and Pete Dunne answers the challenge instead. And then on the other side, we get the Bucks and Dustin versus the Inner Circle, a.k.a. Proud and Powerful, Sammy Guevara.
Also known as fart match.
Fart
me,
match.
what?
Big fart match.
Who?
Hey,
Damian
man,
Priest?
the Bucks just they
You don't like the flips, Rob?
It's
You're,
not-
you're over it?
He
it's not
sounds
the-
like an old man when he watches it.
no, there's no storytelling.
day.
There's no storytelling with them. It's just what can I do next? It's no.
Not
Dust-
even having Dustin involved?
The only good part about that match was Dustin Rhodes. The rest of it was just blah.
No, not true. I mean, first of all, having Dustin tag with the Bucks, he was wearing their gear.
Well, he's
For
part of
those
the
that didn't
elite.
watch.
They're all part of the elite.
Who? Dustin?
Yes,
Yeah, Dustin's part of the elite.
absolutely. He replaced Hangman Page.
You guys are out of your goddamn
100
minds.
fucking %.
Oh, just like MJF and Wardlow are in fucking Inner Circle.
Woodlow.
Right. Oh, yeah, no problem. You guys are.
Woodlow.
Yeah, I take your word
Which
for it.
the
Anyway.
Warlock in the
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
Warlock.
This was a good match.
War Raiders.
Rob just hates the
No.
No, he hates the Bucks because of their fake money that blows out during the
I
their
do.
intro.
That
and it
intro
bugs
looks.
him like the entire.
It does.
It
And
irritates him
then
for the rest of the match.
no, okay. So Sammy Guevara comes out.
Gazera.
Sammy Guevara comes out, and it's got all the Bucks fucking fake ass paper dollars, whatever, every fucking where. Not to mention that they just left Dustin Rhodes' jacket sitting in the middle of the ramp, so he's doing his pose with like dirty money or fake money and a jacket.
So that
just
makes you
sitting
not
there.
like the match.
No, it makes me not like the production.
Oh,
it makes me think that it's
God.
some
Okay. Now, Rob, production aside,
that-
Of
no,
course,
AEW
of course you say production.
Production aside, it's a
AEW
TV
has a
show.
lot
It's
of
a
issues
TV show.
overall on production, but
Yeah.
are you really calling it a fart match? Anaconda Vice says, Rob, you grumpy old fuck. And Jesus Christ, Rob, will you let us wrestle in peace, man? That's from Berto.
I mean, what? Look, fine. It had moments of goodness.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as a wrestling match, they don't tell a story. They're just every fucking
I mean,
where.
but they're also not.
Okay,
they're
well,
not really
NXT
involved.
gives us Pete Dunne and Killian Dane again. They've been feuding beyond up to War Games and now beyond? Is this a feud we have to keep seeing?
Is that ever a bad match, though?
No.
Okay.
But
joint manipulation.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I don't feel okay, Brian. I wasn't implying that. Don't think I'm on your side. I'm not on either Rob's side with fart match and you going joint manipulation. Cool. Okay, both matches had quality spots and moments. The problem is that, like Rob said, we've kind of seen it. They're just teasing for an actual Bucks and Proud and Powerful match 2-on-2. And on the other side, we've seen Dunn and Dane. I mean, the ending was kind of cool, right? The sleeper hold.
Well, I'm not going
I like that ending. I like Killian Dane falling back, getting the pin.
I'm not jumping on your boat with the whole we've seen that. I don't care. I don't subscribe to that.
Well, what about the ending?
That's okay with me.
What about the ending?
With this?
With Pete Dunne.
Sorry, I was way too involved with AEW. You'll have to refer to Rob.
Okay, Rob. So AEW, fuck, you got me messed up. So NXT, their offering is Pete Dunne choking out Killian Dane,
right?
But he falls back on him and gets the pin, even though he's unconscious. I thought the ending at least was very new.
Yeah, it's a different ending to a renewed rivalry. I don't see a problem with this. You got two strong competitors starting out your program with a solid match, a little bit of story attached to it, and then a nice, unique ending. That is a great opening to a program that's supposed to tell you a story overall, not just in the ring, but they did both. Where AEW starts out with whatever their lame-ass entrance is.
Littering, that's what you get mad
and
at.
then you get Dustin Rhodes coming out with fucking tassels on like he's a deformed rocker.
It's his big return.
He's tagging with the Bucks, man. His arm is okay. He's back to action.
No, and he was fine, and he was funny too when he stopped to do the third power slam. I'm just saying, for me, the Bucks just ruined everything they're in. I'm just not a fan. Not a fan. And it ruined the opening for me. So, of course, I'm going NXT as the winner in the opening segment.
Jay and Rocky are here. Jay says different ending, but not a good ending. I don't know. The one thing I thought NXT had going for it was the ending. At least it was a new spot. Maybe it was wasted on a retread. But a 6-man tag, it's tough to go with. So I guess you guys are both representing AEW and NXT, or your votes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or who wins segment 1?
I want to amend something I said last week.
Okay.
I had been on the train that AEW was going to be a 1 year and kind of done, kind of go to the way of Ring of Honor and TNA and Impact and all them. They were just going to go from high to low.
I want to slap you.
And last week I said, no, I think they're in it for the long haul. I think they're going to be okay. And then this week I've got to amend that and say, no, I didn't really mean that.
Oh, so you're fickle is what you're admitting.
Well, no, I'm not fickle. I'm just.
So your opinion is just.
No, we got plenty of check the tape to know how he flip-flops.
Right.
He's just doing another flip-flop.
I'm just saying, I'm back to the mindset that AEW is just, they're just not, they don't do it big enough for it to be a long-term product. And you got to do it big enough.
That's okay. That's okay that you feel.
Okay.
Not one vote, by the way, Rob, to agree with you on NXT. Everybody is saying AEW on the board.
Oh, look, all of a sudden, for the first time, I care what the board
what's
says.
Up?
Ooh. And he talks over me as he says hi to one of the board members.
Right.
Well, I know you don't give a shit about the board.
No,
right?
but you should give a shit about my opinions.
We've been listening to your opinions the whole time. I
Shut
talked to
your
them
mouth.
for 1 second.
Next topic.
I will say, Stike has a good point. He says,
Yep.
I'm just sick of 6-man tag matches in general. I can
I
get
agree
behind
with that, too.
They
Yeah,
need
there
to
should be a
realize.
moratorium on those.
Well, and it's just a stall for Proud and Powerful in the Bucks. Instead,
Right.
just put Ortiz against Matt, and then put Nick against Santana.
That's the thing.
Now-
Just wait for the Bucks to be involved with like something. I don't know, a storyline that means a little bit more. This just feels like they're not fighting for real.
I got to be honest with Rob. The only time I cared about the Bucks was after they went off air when they were doing their comedy shtick and passing off T-shirts and having fun with the
Which
crowd.
is shit you do at an indie show.
Which is
Oh my
bingo hall
God.
stuff.
Yeah, bingo hall stuff.
But Jason, somebody finally agrees with Rob. He says, "I agree with Rob. The Bucks sucks." Oh, but that doesn't mean AEW didn't win segment
There
1.
you
though.
go.
All right.
Oh,
Everyone
so
on the board is
nobody does agree with Rob.
I will concede segment 1 only because of Dustin.
All right, whatever. Rob loses segment 1. Here's what we got for segment number 2. We have Kathy Kelly talking with Dakota Kai, and we have Trent with Orange Cassidy and Chucky T against Phoenix. Phoenix wins, of course. I don't really have anything to say about either of those, but obviously a match is better than a segment backstage, right?
Well, who's that one best friend that got all? It was
Chucky T.
He was
Yeah,
all
Chucky
riled.
T and
He
Orange
got all
Cassidy
riled up at
outside.
the end of the match, right? A little kind of heelish, the way he was attacking him.
I don't know about heel. No, he was just fired up.
But yeah,
That's
but
just his thing.
usually heel's the one that that beats you up after a match out of anger, not a face. Could the best friends in Orange Cassidy go heel?
No.
Why
No.
not?
'Cause
Why
do
not?
you hear the pop for Orange
Yeah,
Cassidy?
He could still do it as a heel.
They're
Nah.
doing
just wears-
just fine right now.
he
They
wears
need to
black
just
outfit.
keep it low key like they have.
Okay.
Soji says Trent was boring, but Phoenix needs a better matchup.
Yeah, it wasn't a great
No,
segment.
I don't know. I mean, it was a good match.
It was
No.
short.
It was a solid
okay
match.
for what
There's
it was.
Nothing more, nothing less.
It was okay.
Well, I
for
know
what it
Brian's going to say NXT won that spot because he was over here drooling over Dakota Kai like, that's her? Oh
So
my
I
God.
kind of,
was. I
Oh my
don't think
God.
I missed
Dakota
out a
Kai
little bit.
bats for your team, Brian. Right?
Well, I know that's okay. It's still, but I haven't really been a
Chasing
part of
Amy,
her.
he wants to change
Yeah,
her.
Big
I haven't been a
personalities.
part of her whole heel turn lately, and just seeing it tonight.
That's because you weren't here at War Games,
Exactly.
brother.
I know, man. That's what I'm saying. But seeing her tonight, I was very invested. I was like, oh, okay, I can get behind this. Not doing like the whole Bailey, because I don't know. I never really saw like a mean streak in her before, so I feel like this version of her, I can get on board with that. I don't know. It was a little bit more character developing.
She gave it away, in my opinion.
What?
Dakota Kai. The way she was shitting all over Mia Yim, it gave away that this match with Rhea Ripley was not happening tonight. I mean, didn't you get that vibe, Rob? As she's purposely talking trash to an opponent that's not the one she's about to face.
but on the flip side, they're still building Rhea to be big enough to go against Shayna. So for me, for her to have a little mini feud with Dakota Kai, a one-match feud where she goes out there and gets the win and looks strong, I saw that as definitely a possibility. I will say that nothing excited me less than to see Mia Yim come out as the big surprise, big reveal. Like, okay, Mia Yim, thanks, appreciate it. Better than Mia Yim's better than the entire AEW women's roster.
Now, didn't you feel,
But,
though, Rob, that it was a silver lining? Because Mia Yim didn't get to participate in War Games. She was taken out, even though she was billed there. So maybe I think that's why they gave her this spot.
Sure.
That's the only rationale. Otherwise, I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
I'm
sure.
just trying to play devil's advocate.
Even the part about her being better than the entire NXT or AEW women's roster.
hands down. Anybody on NXT is.
Yeah.
Oh, except Aaliyah.
Except for Leah.
Except Aaliyah.
Except for Leah. Yep.
And then next, we have promo against promo. Guys, this one's going to be tough. Cody is talking to Tony Schiavone in the ring. It kind of starts off slow, talking about the Blade, the Butcher, and Bunny attack. He says it's not him. Bucks and Dustin are having a blood feud with the Inner Circle, and his wife's too busy with Awesome Kong cutting hair. He calls out MJF, name a time and place. Not shocking. We knew that's where they were going.
Mm-hmm.
He was a little long-winded at times, but it's a good promo. On the other side, we find out Bobby Fish is injured. And Undisputed Era is calling out both Finn Balor and Keith Lee, which Lee is the one who answers the call. Cole retreats, Ciampa attacks.
The bell of the ball.
Then Ciampa's left standing tall with Lee in the ring holding Goldie. All right, who wants to go first, fellas? Make your case.
I'll let you.
You want me to go first?
Go for it,
Well,
sir.
first let me talk about Cody
Yeah.
and Tony Schiavone.
Mhm.
First, Tony Schiavone rocking that earring. Good for him.
At CZ.
Yeah, do his thing, man.
Mhm.
But here's what bothered me about the Cody segment. And I'm not saying it was a horrible promo, guys. Don't fucking jump all over my shit. What I am saying though is, one, they gave the $100 bill to that fucking kid with no expression of happiness or joy on his face
He doesn't
at
know
all.
what money fucking is.
No, he had no expression of joy on his face because he
Right.
was like, "I'm at an AEW show."
Yeah. Like, this is
Wow.
free to me.
So
Wow.
there was one, and then the other problem with it is, so Dustin takes the watch, he takes the car keys, he takes the shoes, takes the briefcase of more than $50,000 in cash, he puts it in the middle of the ring.
Yep.
He says, "This is what you need to get." Da 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 da, and then he leaves, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Leaves all of his shit in the ring.
Yeah.
Nothing
I
happens.
thought MJF might have come out maybe, or even I was expecting Bunny, Butcher, and Blade maybe even to pop up. Or
Anybody.
do something.
Anybody.
Still a good promo, a good segment too, right? It wasn't quite what we saw in Charlotte. That promo was kind of
Much better.
ranked up there. I thought we were gonna get Another one of those. Not really, but it was still a good one.
I mean, he had a couple little pop lines in there about doing the crosswords on two networks, botching it on two networks.
That
now.
was good.
Yeah, that was a good line.
That was
but
good.
for overall, the Cody, I thought was a bust. And it might take
bust.
a bust.
Do you think there was really $50,000 in there?
I do.
I do too. I think Cody's like a psycho, and I think he's like, no, I really wanted to have.
Yeah, no, I absolutely
$50,000. Yeah,
$50 bill. $50 bill.
I don't think you can have a bad segment with Undisputed Era, and then you get fucking you get Keith Lee out there, who right now as Bobby or O'Reilly said, he is the belle of the ball at the moment, riding high from the Survivor Series wave, coming in, fucking crowds on his side. He's got some heat right now as far as fans go. I mean, good heat,
Yeah.
And I think he's perfect. You need a good baby face against Undisputed right now. He works, especially for the North American. But
hey, Morrow, can I let the other guy talk?
Oh, wow.
Speaking of, hey, welcome back.
I guess
tomorrow.
I'm off the show now. Bye.
See you in 2 weeks.
Hey, Brian, you want to chime in since Rob
as
just
far as
took this
AEW?
whole fucking we're
you
talking
guys
about Cody versus Undisputed.
Unlike you, Adam, when somebody else starts to talk, I'll back out and let him talk.
I let it
well, I was
breathe.
trying to. Brian was just waiting for you to take a breath.
I
damn
was
it.
okay, and
I was waiting for him to jump
Check
in.
the tape.
We knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
It's okay, Morrow.
No, your world is when I talk, only I can talk till I'm done with my thought.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, you weren't getting to the point. You were pulling a Medine. I was just trying to make it fun. Yes, go, Brian.
No, this was a great build for Cody versus MJF. Like Rob kind of said before, it would have been nice to have someone else come out. Hey, maybe even fucking Wardlow, right? Where the fuck is he been?
Woodlow?
Woodrow?
Wilson.
But right, like, have we seen it? He wasn't on last week, right?
Who?
Wardlow.
Wardlow. Woodlawn.
Wardlow.
Woodchuck.
The board is completely split, by the way, here. Cody's promo was very flair, Jason says.
It was. It
Vice
was.
says he loved it. It was way more interesting,
Very
but he
flair.
legit muted NXT. I love Cody, but I love the Undisputed and Keith Lee Ciampa interaction. That's from Stike.
Yeah.
And Berto's calling out Rob. He says Rob wants long-term. Cody comes out to build long-term feud, and he thinks it could have been better.
No, yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Just see, this is where Brian. I'm having a problem with Brian lately. Wait, no.
Angry Elf.
I'm responding here. Brian's all fucking, they can't do anything wrong like a fucking Trump supporter, right? They can't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Everything they
Oh
do
my
is
God.
good, right? No, it's you.
Okay.
And I said it was a good promo. I said that. What I also said was they finished dud. It dudded at the end. It was a fucking blank. I mean, good presentation, no payoff.
Is that Cody's fault or is that the crowd's fault?
Why would it be the crowd's fault? How does the crowd affect the creative direction of AEW?
Maybe he was planning on more of a pop.
More of a pop for walking away from his shit?
No,
with
for fucking taking off his goddamn designer shoes, for giving his
They
one
popped
of
for the red bottom.
304
They popped for the red bottom.
trucks.
No, it's
Calling
stupid.
Jericho a bush. I mean, calling MJF a bush.
It was a
Bush League NWO Jericho.
It was a good fucking promo, but it failed at the end.
Okay, well, Stike Leather points out, don't forget Keith Lee telling Adam that he made him a meme. That's great, because that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
And then they're arguing over the real money. Iron Med's joining us late. He says NX Lee. Dude, I don't know. I got to say, Cody we knew was going to fight MJF. I don't think that's anything shocking. I don't think the other was shocking either, but I liked it better. I got to give the nod to NXT here.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Not only
God.
that, but they were working several storylines in one segment.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they were telling a lot of stories, and they were setting up their main event for later.
Where was Bobby Fish?
Yeah, he's injured. The announcer said it.
Yeah, he's injured, bro.
What happened?
Fish out of water.
He bought all that shit for people at.
Fish out of
Did
water.
you see that, Adam? I talked to Rob about it.
Polo.
Bobby Fish
Polo.
bought
Fish out of
Polo.
a bunch of groceries and
Polo.
stuff for a homeless man outside of a Target today. He said he was homeless, and he had a family, and
Yeah.
he lost his job. Bought him a shit ton of stuff: Doritos, fucking drinks.
I don't know if I'd lead with that for a heart story.
What?
For
Doritos? What's wrong with
For
Doritos?
a heartwarming story. He bought him a lot of stuff like Doritos. Oh, I
Yeah.
was really changed his life
Bro,
there,
you
didn't he,
can get by.
Brian?
You can get by on Doritos for
Yeah,
like
you
days.
can get. Apparently,
Look
you
at
can.
you, sir.
Look at you.
All right, moving on to the next one. We got a couple promo vignettes going on.
Oh, who
Yeah, what?
cares?
Joey Janela cut a promo.
Oh.
However, the entire Joey Janela promo was trumped by one word by Moxley. Kids, his promo was way better, and he only said one fucking word. Sorry, I hate you, Janela.
I hate him.
And Brian came all over himself because
When?
they had a Kushida return vignette on the NXT side.
I already saw Sheeta. No, Sheeta wrestles later on.
I
against
know,
Chris
but
Statlander.
they showed the promo here, Brian.
No. Sheeta. Did Kushida. What are we talking about? Talking about Kushida?
Hayabusa.
Or are you talking about Sheeta?
I'm talking about Kushida.
Kushida. So you're giving me the NXT lead.
Can you play the good sound
Right.
effect? 'Cause I'm
Okay.
good.
What about him?
What?
What do you want?
What?
Joey Janela sucks.
Joey Janela sucks.
There's nothing he can do to repair that.
And Brian liked
It's
Kushida.
horrible.
I thought Brian, you were going to agree with
Yeah.
Kushida winning here.
I don't care who wins here.
No, I'm with you.
All right,
yeah, but I
next,
mean,
next.
it was such a quick promo.
Who
It was so
cares?
It
quick.
doesn't matter.
Next.
Oh my god.
Who fucking
All right.
cares?
So now we got Dark Order vignette.
Fucking dark.
That's fucking great.
It was so dark.
And we'll just for argument's sake, I know these didn't match up well, but Cassius Ono promo, so that one's easy. Dark Order wins. We'll go with the two women's matches. Shayna Baszler versus Xia Li, and we had Nyla Rose versus Leva Bates.
Riley is just cute. She's a cutie.
After the match for Nyla Rose, beat down on Leva, Shayna hits the ring, but she got her ass beat too, and Britt Baker just watched on in the back. I know you're trying to set up a lot there. I don't know if you succeeded in any of it. Shayna Baszler beats Xia Li
Riley is.
on the other side. That's just obvious.
Nyla Rose is horrible.
Well, the whole women's division on AEW,
Horrible.
Brian.
Well, yeah.
Whoa.
But
Just because Shayna and Xia wrestled is better than what we had on the AEW side. I'm
Horrible.
sorry. It's just bad. And Leva Bates, yes, I think she's good to look at. She's probably not the average good to look at,
It was
but that's
a squash match. It was a squash match.
She is the squash match.
you
She's
know,
the Cutler of the women's division.
You know
Sure.
who Librarian Bates, Biting. Oh, now Biting. You know who she is?
What?
She's that chick where all night long you've been at the bar and with throwing some fucking game around and you've been getting
Yeah, we've been over this.
0 scorecard. She's at 2 a.m. Well, she's here.
Go on, Baton.
Yeah.
All right, fine. That's great. I don't want to talk about this when NXT wins.
Yeah, I'll get to NXT also.
Let's start with the second hour because, Rob, I don't think you got a fucking prayer here.
Okay.
Forgotten Sons versus Leon Ruff and Adrian Alanis Morissette against Jericho's promo
Oh no,
Wait,
I can
where
see
he
it.
reveals
see it.
the lexicon of Le Champion, the LLC.
yeah.
Love it.
And he runs down a list of people he won't face, and he doesn't mention Brian Luchasaurus.
But you know who he does kind of mention?
Yeah, I knew
and
this was coming.
This is something that I believe had to have done purposely.
Well, he was
Purposely.
playing the list purposely.
Right. Well, also throwing in Moxley. I mean, the whole thing was just great.
Funny. Yeah, great.
How he started it was he just goes, I put together a list. And then obviously the crowd popped. He says, calm down. It's not 2016.
Right.
Like,
I love
awesome.
it.
Like,
He's
set
baiting
up.
him. Total
It's
heel.
great. But throwing Moxley in there, just throw in like random fucking
The
names.
fat guy from the third row.
The
Right.
popcorn vendor back there.
Amazing. But at the end, if you noticed, the last name that he started to say was Marty when Jurassic Express's music hit. I don't know. To me, it was kind of just like a little teeny tiny thing
Nugget.
for maybe Marty Skrull, who's potentially going to be signing
Hottest
there
free
in
agent out there
2020.
right now.
Actually, no, I believe he's signed up for Final Battle, but after that, he's done.
Yeah.
He can sign wherever right now.
Yeah, so maybe they were doing a little Easter egg there.
Little bit, which I thought is
or
awesome.
or a tease to try and lure. Look at the pop you got, Marty. You got to come here.
Right.
Well, now-
or what I say, it could have been Marty Jannetty,
Oh, come on.
Marty Flames.
That's not happening.
I'm not upset with the whole Jungle Boy versus Jericho. Not upset with it at all.
Also, we're going to have Luchasaurus and Hager on the outside.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not upset with this pairing. Obviously, not going to lose to Jungle Boy.
No.
Right, but that's why I'm focusing on Luchasaurus and Hager.
Yeah.
Hager twice now has run away. I think Marco's going to get caught by Hager at some point on the outside, and Lucha's going to get Hager.
He hasn't even had a match yet.
What I like in the brilliance of this, when you want to talk about cross booking,
Yeah.
Luchasaurus is not involved in the Inner Circle Elite battle that's going on.
No.
Jericho has fought now Darby Allin, for the title. He fought Scorpio Sky for the title. He's now going to fight Jungle Boy for the title. I know none of these people were ever going to win,
Right.
but you're putting guys that we're not familiar with in really good spots.
Well, that's the point. Elevate.
Exactly.
Right, yeah. Elevates them.
NXT does that, but main roster never does this shit.
No.
Like, nobody for 1 second thinks. Like, remember that match with Jeff Hardy and Undertaker when they had the ladder match for the undisputed title?
Yeah.
Nobody thought Jeff Hardy was going to win. He had his fingers on the strap a couple times.
Yeah.
Well,
And
they
he made believers out of everybody.
They did a little bit with Keith Lee, like at Survivor Series.
And
right?
they did, but they didn't. Again, they didn't do it.
It's more of a
No.
rarity.
Yeah. And I mean,
That's an exception to the
all
modern
right, but
rule.
what about Finn Balor and Kevin Owens going down to NXT or going over to NXT, however you want to say it?
Kevin Owens didn't
Now
go anywhere.
now they're well, yes. you don't
Kevin
think so?
Owens came for one match
At a-
because
He's
Velveteen
back?
At a
Is that,
takeover.
is that for sure?
At a takeover. Yeah, he's done.
That's
Yeah.
done. That's it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Are you
That's it.
sure?
Yep. That's it. It's over.
The board is loving all of this. He says Jericho's just flawless. He elevates everyone he's in the building with. That's from Jason.
You know,
No argument there, even though his Pillsbury Doughboy body is not great, but everything else is
He's
good.
a road dog.
I really wonder now, watching him in AEW
yeah.
and seeing, and I'm going to say it, his brilliance, right? And you could see flashes of it when he was on WWE, but I really wonder, like, how many ideas, how much shit that he could have done that we would have
right.
loved that he never got to do because Vince wouldn't do it. I think there might be more. It's like Prince has all those fucking songs in his vault. It's got to be like that. Like
Right.
this fucking
I'm not going to sell champagne.
right.
What are you talking about?
Yes,
Daniel Price
Sell a
says, how many
list.
people do you think had to Google the meaning of lexicon?
that means
All right, fine. The other thing that is worth mentioning, fuck it, where'd it go on the board? The Britt Baker reaction scene that they used from NXT of her watching Adam Cole. They used it. What the fuck, Rob?
Jesus,
sorry.
Rob.
Sorry.
Just mess with it. I don't remember who the fuck said it because it scrolled fucking away from me. Whatever it
Can't see
is. Anyway, hands down, we don't have to vote on this one. Jericho wins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy to think the Festival of Friendship was 3 years ago, Rocky said. With,
It is pretty crazy.
KO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we go next. Women against women again. Tonight's card was weird. How
Think
the
they
way
do
it
it
was
on
booked.
purpose?
Chris Statlander against Hikaru Shida.
Hikaru.
Shitty.
Shida.
And Dakota Kai versus Rhea Ripley, of course, doesn't happen. Yim attacks Kai before the bell, ends up backstage, and Ripley's attacked by the three horsewomen. On the other side, the announcers sell Chris Statlander. Doesn't matter. As a huge
Statlander.
upset win, but here comes Kong. And somehow a fan jumps in and gets their hair cut
And
after
she
they bow
cut
down.
They were buzz cutting that shit. She had beautiful hair.
That was Melanie Cruz.
beautiful hair. Melanie
Chicago,
Cruz.
Chicago indie wrestler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for.
They were Illinois.
You think so? She's signed now, obviously.
I don't know.
They're building a stable.
No, okay, but remember-
Nightmare. What's it called? Nightmare.
Nightmare Collective.
Collective.
Well, yeah,
The
a little
Nightmare
bit.
Collective.
But I mean,
But that's a Dustin thing.
They
right?
did the whole thing with that includes like Dustin and like a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Like
Here you
behind
go,
the
Rob.
scenes in AEW.
I think
What?
Jason might have a point to swing you to the AEW side. He says all he saw was Brandy.
Well, that's true.
Ooh, man.
I I personally have a hard time like because she's supposed to be like part of like the higher higher ups and like the actual.
You know
brass
what
of
she
AEW
sounds like?
now, and her doing this whole like dark kind of gimmick. Like it's just
You know
but weird to like.
But AEW wins this because we've seen the horsewomen take out Rhea.
But is
in
that
the
not weird to
odds-on-
anyone else,
And
though?
like
Is
Rob
that not
said
weird?
earlier, Mia Yim does nothing for me.
Answer my question.
Wait,
before we move on.
I just want to say this.
What?
Brandy's voice, the way she talks. You know those futuristic fucking kind of apocalyptic movies where they got brainwashing and they have the woman's voice over the PA that's like, "You will love each other." That
Yeah.
kind of that's how she sounds to me. It was really creepy. So I just wanted to put that out there as an observation. Continue with your blabber.
My blabber.
Your blabber.
No, all I was
Ooh.
saying though, it's just hard to tell. It's weird to see her doing all this like because this is very gimmicky what she's doing with Kong, but then also that she's doing like all the fucking shit that's like
Yeah.
not involved storyline wise behind the scenes for AEW.
Chief branding officer.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
Brandy.
Cody's character
Yeah,
like
but-
in
yeah, but-
AEW, I can
Yeah,
see
but
he's like
Stephanie's
he's very
a
much the same.
mega bitch on TV, and she's the nicest person you'll meet off. So
Like Stephanie.
that's what I just said.
Oh, I
Stephanie.
thought you said Brandy. My bad.
Anyway,
Anyway,
still, I love the
on
segment.
the board, Soji and
She smells like money.
Stikelether were talking about the cutting of the hair reminded them of Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, and every time they did it, it's not like they inducted people into their group. They would just do it to random plants throughout wherever the show was.
Okay.
Here's a great little speed round we could just do for a second that Berto says. To think Rocky, or he's talking to Rocky, sorry, Jericho would still go on to be a top guy for another promotion going back 3 years, while Owens is actually worse on the card than he was. Owens hasn't sniffed a title, like the top belt in a while.
No.
He hasn't sniffed any kind of main event push on that level. Again, no storylines where he's just coming out, no blood feud, nothing really brewing. And here's Jericho leading another promotion into their era. It's weird. It's weird if you think about that 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think the old guy would be the one to spark a new promotion, and
Right.
Kevin would be lost in the shuffle.
Kevin's Ringo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird to think that.
Yeah. Thunk it.
Yeah.
Thunk it.
You know what else I thunk?
Don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but it says on your chart that you're fucked up. You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded. What I do is just say,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, like.
All right. So next segment, we've got a Finn vignette, a Swerve
vignette.
Scott vignette, and a fucking 10th time for Cassius Ohno and Matt Riddle.
This is the one moment, like when both shows are on, where I can go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Kushida, and then we also have Kushida and Cameron Grimes. On the other side, we have the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniel against Pentagon. No surprise, Pentagon wins. I almost want to just jump to the main event. Does anybody have anything to fucking say on any of what I just read before I go to the main event?
No.
Nope.
All right, good. Flush and wipe. Main event on one side, Joey Janela versus Jon Moxley. I guess Joey Janela whined enough, so they gave him a main event, but of course he's not going to win.
You forgot something.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
What did I forget?
The vignette for the Blade, the Butcher, and the Bunny.
Oh,
was
I
awesome.
forgot your little Every Time I Die, guys.
It was awesome.
Yes, Blade, Butcher, Bunny, vignette.
Good analysis. It was awesome.
We're here to cut the head off of the
Thank you,
snake.
Tommy Boy, for your analysis.
It was cool.
You can see a butcher's ass from inside a cow's. What?
Luke, I'm your father. Anyway. Ciampa, Dick Jack, or Dijakovic, sorry, I can't read my writing.
Wardlow?
And Lee against Undisputed minus Fish. Lee pins Cole in the end, while Inner Circle is approaching Moxley as they go off air. NXT might win here pretty easily because you only teased something and went off air on AEW, right?
Right. I mean, we didn't
And-
see anything with Jericho.
Oh, so what? So you're.
His
I'd rather
music
have like.
hit and you had
yeah, so
them
what?
mocking him walking through the crowd. We don't know what
I'd
happened.
rather make everything up. I'd rather see it in my brain. Use my imagination. I don't know what's gonna happen. Or you know what? They'll let us know what happened on Dark probably.
Soji was saying, by the way, on your Blade Butcher and Bunny promo that Bunny looked cross-eyed. I think we know why. It has nothing to do with the mask, Soji. I know what you're implying. Adam Cole losing to Keith Lee gives AEW the win, Berto says.
What?
You give Bask and my blubber the win.
That's real.
Oh,
That's
no,
that's
I-
fucked up.
No, I disagree with that.
That's horrible.
I disagree. with that.
Bask in my
You're a horrible person.
DP says it's going to turn into a fatal four-way. Keith Lee, Ciampa, Cole. Who's the fourth? I'm missing the fourth.
Velveteen Dream.
Raul Mendoza.
No, I think what's going to happen, by the way, Keith Lee got the pin here. I think Ciampa's going to get jealous. I think Keith Lee is about to pin Cole, beat Cole, whatever, and Ciampa costs him the match.
Yeah, I see them kind of teasing that kind of betrayal by Ciampa on Keith Lee.
Let Keith Lee have a chase for a while. He'll win at Mania. Let him have a side feud with Ciampa over a contendership, or that Ciampa screwed him. Adam Cole can walk around. I'm still tits for a little while. I like it. I like it much better.
Ciampa's better heel.
He will. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but
Better
well,
yeah.
he's better on that like Triple H kind of in the middle. I'm just obsessed with the title. I just want Goldie. I don't give a fuck heel, face, who I offend.
Doesn't matter.
I'm going after
You
the
like
title.
me, you don't like me.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
I'm going after the title. That's what I care about.
Yeah.
So who wins the main event, Brian? Are you going to defend Joey Janela?
No, you know what? I mean, with this segment, I gotta give it to NXT. I'm with you guys on Joey Janela. I'm not my favorite.
Can't he
part
get in
of
shape?
AEW.
He's not a
Dude,
marked out
no.
wrestling podcast host.
Yeah, from when he started,
Right.
when he got signed to what he dropped a lot of weight. He is slimming down. Like he's doing his part, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not really that big of a I'm not really a big fan of his.
Absolutely, Justin. You can all bask in his glory. Oh, Daniel Price says Balor's the fourth. Fucking
Oh,
idiot.
Duh.
I'm an idiot. Sorry, DP. Thanks for fixing my
Joey
brain.
Janela is the guy that gets punched in the face at the bar at 10 p.m. That's who he is.
Daniel
By
Price.
Enzo?
In no universe should Janela be in a main event TV spot in front
Ever.
of
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a
Ever.
He
weird.
could be the
weird
main event
spot.
of Dark. Put him as the main event of Dark. I got no problem.
Well, he's been doing that. He's been spinning.
Okay,
his wheels
good.
doing
That's
that.
where he belongs. Main event level.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
I mean, WWE main event level.
I'm thinking main event level at any bingo hall or armory.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. His gimmick is like David Lee Roth out of shape and wrestling in his late 50s. But
No,
he's
no.
actually 35 or whatever.
With this one, I mean, it's definitely NXT.
He's like the Def Leppard drummer with 2 arms.
Free car crash.
What?
Anyway, before we get to our awards, marked out moment in the Petty Town Award, we have to pick a winner for the week here.
I'm not
By the
picking
way,
that garbage fucking
Unless I'm mistaken, the only
indie
thing I
show.
saw for next week is Leo Rush and Garza for the 205 title.
Oh, you know what else has nothing
Because
promoted for
Jericho
the show?
is 2 weeks for Jungle Boy.
What matches are on TLC? I know this isn't a Raw or SmackDown, but riddle me this.
Yeah, it's December 15th, right?
And
it's like
there's
11
no fucking
days
matches. What's on it?
away. Who cares?
Right?
Who cares?
Saudi.
Oh, Crown Jewel.
Crown Stool?
Delayed airplane.
Hey,
Hey.
Brian,
Yeah. What?
who's your winner?
This one was close. This one was definitely close. I did like the story
The
building
pop of the mic,
parts.
Medine.
Yeah. Stop it. Jeez. That's what it sounds like. It's weird to be on the other side of
Go
it.
ahead. Yeah.
I like the vignettes for, of course, Bunny, Butcher, and Blade. For Dark Order, I thought that was awesome. And
But why
of
would
course,
they attack Cody and it go nowhere here? He's clearly on the path to
No,
MJF.
next week. What are you talking about?
They did. I just asked you 2 seconds ago. Was there anything I missed?
Yeah,
Did they book something next week
They're having a match against Cody and a partner of their choosing.
of their choosing.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's already it's QT Marshall. Cody and QT Marshall
Who
against
the
Butcher
fuck
and the
is
Blade.
QT Marshall?
He works behind the scenes with AEW.
He's on How I Met Your Mother.
He's also the head trainer at 1PW in Atlanta, Georgia, which is basically like their performance center. So you're not even listening.
Yeah. As soon as you started dropping names I've never heard of, I stopped
Things
listening.
that you should know and be interested in. But
Your
you
voice.
don't care.
Your voice bores me. Sorry.
I'll take Adam doesn't know anything about the Indies, Brian.
No.
Well, sorry, I don't go to the bingo halls.
The bingo.
I got
halls, it
kids.
says, yeah.
Rob, who's your winner? Obviously, Brian is going on the AEW.
It's
train.
NXT for the basic.
God
basically,
damn it! I have to break the tie.
better
again.
storylines,
Smaller building.
better talent all
less
around,
fans.
better lighting, better look, better. Just everything is better.
Yeah, better lighting because they just need one.
No
The
bucks.
place is so fucking small.
No. The women's division destroys. NXT wins hands down.
To me,
Sold out crowd of 200.
to me, Jericho wins.
You talking about your 10,000 seating arena that only sold probably 200 tickets?
Okay, that's like 200
Okay,
more than NXT.
they
Bro, NXT is so small. It's a fucking college campus, man.
It's not even a big college
Yeah.
either. It's like a community college amphitheater.
They sell out every arena they go to. Every arena that they go to, NXT, they sell out.
That's because
Like
WWE has a pay-per-view the day after.
AEW barely fills half of an old
Not
hockey
true.
stadium here in town.
Couple thousand.
The elementary schools have more attendance for their fucking graduations
No.
than they have for fucking.
You're
no,
insane.
no, I'm not saying the fucking visual. We've been there. We've seen half of the arena fucking empty. We've seen it. This is not.
All right, I'm going to
opinion.
break the tie.
Okay.
AEW tonight, overall, I think was about a C plus. In terms of the overall thing, you didn't really build much story outside of Jericho. Jericho was fucking amazing, start to finish, hands down, no questions asked. If you tell me whose segment of the night, Jericho wins. But if you tell me which show won, NXT did better. They did better booking. If DP's right and they're heading toward a 4-way, good. That's where they're going. The Rhea Ripley, Shayna is getting old, but they've booked it. It's going to happen now, finally.
Right.
So we're finally going to get what we want. Even Cassius Ohno booking NXT in the Worlds Collide thing coming Rumble weekend was something to build for the future. AEW only set up the Jungle Boy stuff, which, again, it goes back to Jericho as the one really good thing. I'm trying to be very impartial on my decision.
For Statlander.
And I look at it, and yeah, I don't give a flying fuck about the women on the AEW side, so that hurt their case a lot. But Cody, with no MJF retaliation or on there, I know you wanted the slow build, but a lot of guys were missing from AEW tonight. And I'm not saying you need to march them out every night, but instead of having both the Lucha Brothers in singles matches, you could have given that spot to any other team or something.
You could have had MJF come out on the ramp.
That had Woodlawn wrestle.
And have somebody like a fan go get all the shit that was in the middle of the ring that Cody threw down. Take it to him, then get on the mic and go, I'm not giving you shit, and then leave. But thanks for your stuff.
Or should have pissed on it.
Yeah, the board's disagreeing with us for the most part. Jason says if Finn was on NXT, NXT would probably have won. Rocky says
Finn
AEW.
was on NXT.
There was just a vignette.
No, he was fucking totally there.
Didn't remember.
Yeah, because
Rocky says AEW, Anaconda Vice, AEW. Now the board's kind of arguing. Berto says NXT wins because Bianca's on that show, right, Rob?
Yep.
she wasn't on tonight.
But in terms of actually storytelling for multiple segments, AEW wins again. Again, Berto, I'm not going to argue with you. You're right there, but they built it all around Jericho. What else are they doing?
Yeah.
They're stalling on the Bucks and the other parts of Inner Circle, but Jericho is the one making everything happen.
NXT is building a pay-per-view. They're building their pay-per-view right now with good medium level storylines.
Medium level?
Well, I'm saying they're not long. They're not long story arches. They're not one match. They're right in the middle. You know, they're going to do this for 3-4 months. Some of these, and then they'll kind of fade out. Then you got one kind of building in the background that'll reveal itself, a year from now. NXT is doing great storytelling, and they've got really talented people. I can't say that about AEW. I can't.
Yeah. Jay says NXT. Berto brings up a good point. The Dark Order, Butcher, Blade, and Bunny, they gave us somewhat, what they're about. They're doing them with the build. No questions asked. I like that. But, I mean, you could have had something a little more from either of them.
Well, he still had the feud. He had a little bit of a blow-off with Christopher Daniels getting his revenge on Pentagon.
Okay.
That's a little bit of story there. You have Chris Statlander.
But why did you have Phoenix against the Best Friends? Where's a bunch of the other talent? I mean,
because wins matter. So those guys, they're vying for to.
I agree with them.
No Hangman, no Pac, no MJF, no Private Party.
That's one of those things that we get fickle with. One day we say we don't want to see everybody every week, and then we say, why aren't we seeing them? So you've got to have it one way or the other. I agree that
I've been missing it, Bob.
I agree that there have been.
Good one. Oh, that's terrific, Peter.
I agree that they should have matches just with some random people to do their win percentages and entertain the crowd. That's what a wrestling match is. But what?
Soji says, I think the holiday ruined the creativity for AEW this week. Maybe most of the roster was still on holiday. It just seemed off.
That's an excuse.
The other thing, by the way, that's undersold as part of the reason why I give it to NXT, and yeah, Brian, they're at a college that does production. AEW, man, all the fucking times that they're trying to tell a story and they go to a thumbnail. So you can't hear the story that they're trying to tell. They do not know when to go to commercial and how to do that stuff.
Yeah, that's something that they can work out. They'll figure it out.
You don't put Brandy in the thumbnail, bro.
Dude, there was a lot of – and Jericho, when he was backstage, doing the hat and all that shit, and then they went – they got issues. On that level, that's tough. But Rocky says the vignettes on AEW are way better produced. Yeah, I bet they are because they have lots of production time, but they don't know how to time for TV in terms of some of the other stuff they're doing. We're not picking on their vignettes. The one for fucking Jericho was fire with the old lady swearing and Soul Train Jones and Jake Hager just staring off into space. It's great.
Well, he asked a question before. He said, do you feel like TNT has more input in AEW versus USA with NXT. In my opinion, I think USA has more of a what they want, at least on Raw. Raw.
Well, they
They
can
do.
also rub it in
Probably
their
for
face,
NXT.
like Rob pointed out. They went way past 10 o'clock.
Well, I think he means as far as like stories go, and like they want this. They want
I
the
don't
character
think
to be like
I don't
this.
think
they
either.
want-
No, I don't think
You don't think
either
so?
one of the networks. The reason why WCW was so controlled by TNT and TBS back in the day, it was because Ted Turner owned WCW and he owned TNT and TBS. He owned those products, so there was
owns.
right. So they were in partnership with each other. They were making each other money as part of the same umbrella. Now you have a product that has been sold to TNT. I'm positive full creative belongs to both WWE and AEW, regardless of the
But
channel.
when you hear stuff with like Fox saying that they want Brock Lesnar and the feud on SmackDown, and they're making all these demands, it's like, well, why wouldn't USA be doing the same
Fox
thing?
is a little bit different. Fox is a major network, right? It's seen by millions more people than TNT and USA, and not only that, but they're giving them what $6 billion, what 50 million gazillion dollars.
They're giving them enough to lay their dick on the table and say we want to do this.
to
Brian.
have shows in Saudi.
But listen to USA, by the way. Let's not forget, except for the brief run, and when I say brief, I think it might have been up to 5 years. But the run that they had with Spike TV /TNN / whatever the fuck network that became, aside from that, they have been on USA since day fucking one.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Sci-Fi, but yeah.
Sci-Fi I thought was ECW
No, Sci-Fi was
and
SmackDown.
SmackDown was
Well, no,
on
but
the
I'm saying, but Raw.
Oh, okay, Raw.
Raw,
It's always
Raw
been on
went
USA.
to went to
Well-
Spike briefly or TNN, whatever the hell it was at the
TNA,
time.
Yeah.
But it came back.
Right.
And for the most part, it's been on USA since day one. There's a partnership. There's a level where I bet you if USA does make those demands, Brian, that WWE can negotiate them and work where it's what they want and what they can do. Where Fox is telling them what they can do because of the money. And they don't have the way to say it.
I think there is room for compromise there, only because maybe certain sponsors might say, "Hey, we want to advertise on Raw, but we need this."
And also, by the way, they are like, whatever, we're going to show a rerun or something in syndication. Sure, you can go over 10 o'clock. We don't give a shit.
Right.
We'll make it up. Turner was rich enough to bleed money into AOL, Time Warner, blah, 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 fat sacks of cash. That's why they were suddenly out of business, I guess. That's what Daniel Price is saying. You know me, I didn't watch any WCW. So let's do awards, fellas. Marked out moment and the Petty Town Award. I'll start with my marked outs. I know, Brian, you got lots of notes over there.
Yeah, you see all of them?
My marked out moment for AEW, Mox beating Janela because fuck Janela. And Keith Lee pinning Cole for NXT. Those are my marked outs. Rob, what do you got?
My marked out is going to be the Lexicon.
Good choice.
Yeah, that's my marked out. And then
LLC.
for NXT, my marked out is going to be Finn Balor totally being on the show.
Yes, he interrupted the main event at the end.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Brian,
Uh,
that would be your cue. We've both gone.
Well, so my marked out moment for AEW, that fucking Butcher, Bunny, Blade. I'm sorry, Bunny, Butcher, and Blade.
I could blind you with dental floss.
I mean,
Anyway, what's your other one?
what's that even mean?
What's your other one?
I'm gonna give it to Damian Priest because he's got wet hair.
He wasn't on the show.
Why not?
We want the smoke. Talk to 'em.
They weren't on the show either.
Rob can't give it to them. Maybe that's Rob's Petty Town Award. Rob, you want to go first on Petty Town? Or wait, Brian, read the
Yeah,
boards
Petty Town?
marked down.
Let's see. Marked out for Jason was Dustin's Canadian Destroyer. Awesome. Yeah. Marked out for Shoji, Lexicon of Le Champion. Let's see. Marked out for Christopher Stikelether was AEW, Luchasaurus, and NXT was Keith Lee.
Yes. Good
And
choice.
Iron Med says, I have no marked out moments. NXT was kind of turned down tonight, but the main event was fun.
Hey, Meds.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, Meds.
Hey. He's entitled to his opinion. Petty Town.
Not his own
Rob.
facts. What, Pettytown?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pettytown for NXT is going to be Mia Yim. I don't know. I'd rather just see her have some kind of solo matches for a little bit and not really be involved in a story.
Get her cred up. Something.
Yeah. The Shayna Baszler feud with her kind of ruined
That's
it
where
for
she
me.
fled. I agree. You're preaching to the choir.
And my petty town for AEW is gonna be the Bucks fucking paper money
Ugh.
and fucking Dustin's jacket just sitting on the fucking ramp. What an unprofessional! They didn't have a fucking stagehand to run out and grab the fucking jacket.
Or a sophomore that just entered their video program that could have picked it up. Oh, sorry, no, that's full.
That's okay.
That's what NXT does.
It's okay. They're
They
college
just-
students. Ooh, okay.
Jason,
Champaign, Illinois. Fucking
my petty town is going to be the
staff.
thumbnails. Jason agrees with me for AEW. The thumbnail timing is just way off. And similar to you, Rob, on the NXT side, I'm done with Cassius Ohno, though. How many
He got
times
bigger.
he's got to lose to Riddle? And, yeah, he's bigger because, he's sitting on a plane going back and forth to the UK,
We wore all-
claiming he's the best British superstar.
But
You're
he-
not British, dude.
He's wearing all black now because it's slimming. At least he's not wearing those fucking those
Jerseys.
basketball jerseys and shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
How much money he must have spent on those and he can't even fit them anymore.
Brian,
Get like Spanx or something.
petty town.
Pettytown is why are my notes so goddamn
They are
small?
tiny. Gotta get my
I
fucking.
can't see.
Gotta put my glasses
I
on.
need the butcher's monocle.
I gotta,
Maybe
to
because
fucking-
neither of you jackasses used your pen tonight,
It's
and I
so
had to
tiny.
hand you mine, and whatever.
So that's mine. That's for Markedoutwrestling podcast. And then for NXT was dude, why are you guys running in Full Sail? Just get out. Go out to the buildings that hold maybe 10,000.
and they would
See
sell
what
it
you
out.
can
They
fucking
would
do.
sell. They
Would they, Robert?
they get bigger. NXT gets larger attendance.
Well,
And
let's see.
wait. In fucking house shows than AEW does for their TV programming.
Well, not every Wednesday is going to be in NXT, so let's see when they're not in Full Sail. Let's see what the crowd looks like.
Thank you.
But we have. You're saying let's see.
We've seen
We've
it at a
seen it.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Yeah, we've seen All In, and
No.
that was filled
No,
too.
they did NXT shows in Atlanta. They did NXT regular shows down in Texas. They've done them in large arenas, and they sold them out.
I don't know that Cabarrus was sold out. It didn't.
Well, Cabarrus, again, was a house show, and it was sold
so
out.
that doesn't count.
No,
It was a
Cabarrus
house show.
I just said a minute ago it does. I just said that they sell out house shows
Oh.
to higher attendance than AEW does for their fucking TV program.
All right, couple late marked outs.
Sorry.
Berto with Lexicon LLC, Lexicon Le Champion, and Daniel Price marked out getting to hear Adam whine when I smack him with a copy of Hooked on Phonics to make him appreciate words and being literate.
Oh, can you actually also read Daniel Price's comment? Because this is what I said to Rob before the show started too.
Okay, which one?
His most recent. The caveat being, Full Sail gives out tickets like Impact Zone.
Oh, so you can just be free.
Right. You're just walking in between classes,
what's wrong with
getting
that?
fucking lunch at the rec room. What?
If half the tickets are free, it's easy to fill the house. Impact,
I can tell you right now,
giving
for somebody
them
who's-
out to the park patrons always filled their crowd.
I can tell you right now that the line for Full Sail free or not is real, and the fans are real. They're not just fucking some prerequisite fucking student walking.
Right.
Yeah, they're not just walking. Yeah, so fuck off.
All right, Petty
You're wrong on
Towns
all of it.
For Rocky, Jason, Soji, Thumbnail. Pettytown for Justin, the sound issues at the beginning. Pettytown for Anaconda Vice, he's just saying Rody Rollins. AEW, their women's division for NXT, Dunn and Dane. Nothing did it for me. That's Pettytowns for Stike.
Burn it down.
Iron Med says, not so dashing now, are you, Cody, with that scar?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's
Never going away.
pretty grisly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
He's right. Who said the one about the audio
It's
issues?
like,
'Cause
he's got Brandy.
that
Who
was
cares?
for like a good part. That was like 10, 15 minutes of the show. Remember, we were just
They were
watching
Yeah.
talking.
it was-
Well, they were talking about it before we went on air
Yeah.
on our chat board.
I think they were
the
just trying
lieutenants were.
they're trying to improve the product by not being able to hear JR.
No. I thought they were
Yeah.
talking about us.
I'm sorry. I love you, JR, but no, it's time.
Berto is the only one that's being, realistic. Not everybody. Not every arena is getting sold out. Anaconda Vice says they didn't sell out in Albany 4 years straight on the house shows when they came through there.
Who, WWE?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, NXT.
even if you cherry pick out some points there or some locations, that's fine. Have that. But in general, my point still is valid that NXT house shows sell more tickets than AEW fucking TV shows.
Correct.
We went to an AEW TV show.
And
That's
we
not
went.
true.
We
That's not
went
true.
because they gave away tickets to
That's
us.
not true.
Just to
That's true.
point out that the point
Right.
we went on free tickets.
And I'm telling you,
we can't get to the other shows. For
only
free.
a third of the stadium was filled. The other 2/3 were empty. Camera position is a motherfucker. And you
want the smoke
Yeah.
tour.
I'm telling you,
All right.
I win.
Anyway.
I win.
Berto also points out, just like AEW sells out some and not others, it's a school night and it's a startup. It is a good point. It is a weird slot. I would judge them more by their pay-per-views and their weekend stuff. If people are making trips and they have sold out their pay-per-views so far, that's a big difference. WWE house show I went to 3 years ago had more attendance than the main TV has in years, Daniel Price
Hey,
says.
do you want to hear something?
Nobody was talking about main roster.
Do you want to
shit.
know the capacity of Full Sail Live?
Yeah, it's like 2,000.
Well, 1,500.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and your
What's
point.
the capacity of
I-
Bojangles?
if the capacity was 3,000,
Because
they'd
that
sell
was
it
about
out.
2/3 full.
I think Bojangles is, I want to say.
No, it
6
was
or
about
8.
1/3 full.
No. It's either 6, 8, or 10 at max. I think that's even big. I think it was 6,000. Let me see.
Okay, well
You can
that's still how many were there, Rob? If it's 6,000 and a third full, I'm the Jew. I'm educated. I'll do the math for you.
You can do the number.
That's gonna be 2,000.
You're not arguing the point.
1,500.
You're not
2,000.
arguing. You're not arguing.
9,600.
You're doing a completely side
Okay,
point.
so
That
it's 300 would be a third full.
you're not arguing the point though.
Well, so
The point is
excuse me,
the po-
3,000
the
tickets
point
is
is-
more than 1,500. It's
no,
double
no,
full sale.
Shut the fuck up. The point was never.
Undefeated.
No, shut up. The point was never that Full Sail sells out fucking AEW shows. Nobody ever said that. I said that NXT house shows and arena shows sell way more fucking tickets than AEW does on the average. So Full Sail's not even in the conversation right now. 'Cause I even said that earlier because they can't. They have capacity. They can't go beyond 1,500. So both you guys sound like fucking idiots right now because you're not talking my fucking point.
I agree with Rocky. He says, "Can we move on?" And Anaconda Vice says, "Rob can't do math. Don't bother." I agree.
The fuck? I'm making nothing but sense right now. 9,605.
Do you have
wow.
Do you have any dirt sheets to close the show? You want to talk about your sweatpants and where you got
Oh,
them?
you know what? Actually, you know what? I'm not fucking wearing sweatpants right now. I did that
Dude.
on
Oh.
purpose because I've been wearing those sweatpants every Monday and every Wednesday for like months now.
That's your
I don't-
gimmick.
I don't like your
You're like-
posture right now.
You're
Yeah, I
like
know, I'm,
Foley.
like, bent over
He's
and
probably
shit.
not even on camera.
No, but I got them at collarandelbowbrand.com.
And how'd you buy them?
Well, you know, I went on their website and I put in the discount code marked out, which will save you 10 fucking percent.
Is it all one word?
All one word, all caps, lower caps, doesn't matter. Lowercase,
No.
lower caps. That's
But
not a
you'll
thing.
get 10% no matter what.
You will.
Low.
Al Snow will give you 10% off at checkout on your entire cart. So they've got a lot
Even
of
if
cool
you
stuff.
buy some head?
You can buy head, and I don't think you can buy head on there. I don't think it's legal. Well, some states it is.
Oh, yeah, we're
Anyway,
not in Nevada.
Yeah, that's true. But I just bought a lot of shit. I'm waiting for it in the mail. I cannot wait. I will be wearing them with my sweatpants that I will wear on Monday.
Rob, what else can you do? Can you go to Marked Out Gear and get stuff?
Well, I mean, you just said it, so why would you even ask me the question? Now
Because
it's kind
I
of
want
redundant. Yeah,
I want
Adam,
you to explain
can
the
go to
deals.
you can go to markedoutgear.com and you can find yourself maybe is your baby mama to be. I did that wrong. Maybe your
Maybe,
girlfriend's pregnant. Maybe you want to get her a onesie for that new little baby you're gonna get. Maybe
He said he's wanted to get that onesie, but the Check the Tape shirt is still out, thanks to Brian.
Well, we're working on the design. Does he want the same thing, or does he want?
He
you know what?
wants to check-
Markedoutgear.com. Promo code
20%.
20% marked out, all one word, 20 fucking percent.
No,
Happy
Now,
Hanukkah,
Not all,
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No. It's marked out. Will get you 20%. Remember
Yeah.
we said it's 20%.
I just said that.
No, you were saying the discount code is 20%, which is
No,
confusing.
I said the discount code is marked out.
Okay.
I said discount code, and you said 20% before I said
well,
it.
I just want to make sure that it was clear.
Check the tape, bro.
Whoa.
So, anyway, Soji's got some dirt sheet. Did you know Morrison's locked in the WWE? It's being reported now,
No, they announced it on backstage. That was like one of their big reveals.
right? So
But,
what? So where is he going though?
uh,
Because Iron Meds is hoping they don't put him back with the Miz. And Soji says he's been reading Punk vs. Rollins at WrestleMania. It ain't happening.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing that he brought that
It's
up
not
because
happening.
I do want to make a friendly wager with you that CM Punk will have a wrestling match in what?
For
You
WWE?
guys are.
Yes.
You guys a month ago were blowing your wads about how CM
we
Punk
weren't.
is back,
We weren't.
He is
blowing our
back.
and that
wads.
I should be excited because this is a huge step, and he's back. And I'm watching your dog do something weird over on the couch.
What is that?
Anyway, sorry that distracted me, but he's not coming back anytime soon. He's not even in fucking ring shape. Look at him. He's a skinny motherfucker.
He'll
Yeah,
be-
he looks great. He leaned down.
Yeah. Joey Janela in the diet.
AJ Lee will be back, getting the band back together. think with Big LG.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
You're really terrible, Brian. It's not going to happen.
I agree he'll have a
That'll
match in 2020.
When it happens,
I
I will
agree.
be just as excited as the rest of you. Rob, you're not even a fucking fan. You didn't even watch the time that he was at the top.
I absolutely was a fan of CM Punk.
But you didn't watch most of his run. You
I
said
watched it in retro.
Oh.
Oh, I can't be a fan of something in retro?
Oh, I got another one.
Oh, hey, Rob, I got someone to help you with math.
What?
So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance.
What is it, Brian?
Oh man, got center just. I forgot. Oh, Dio is off the commentary team.
Oh, officially.
It's announced. Yes, he's going back to the Performance Center. It sounds like he wants to go back to wrestling. Like he actually wants to get back into as a performer, not a commentator.
You
Good
can
for him.
trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
I guess kind of
Now you
like
will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
I don't know how long they are, and I forget. It's kind of like Alex Riley. Like, remember they made him a commentator, and he was like, "Nah, fuck this, I don't want to do this anymore." And then went back to NXT, and then he got fired.
You can turn those buttons off at a point. Like you don't have to play the whole clip.
I know. Daniel Price points out this, and even if Punk versus Rollins did happen, who the hell would want it?
Oh no, I don't want that.
Yeah, so, Brian, what's our bet to Mania?
You know
not
who I want? I
2020?
want Punk and AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. No, I want Punk and Bryan.
Punk and AJ happens probably every.
Yeah, every Tuesday.
Yeah.
We've seen Punk and Bryan.
Oh, so
No, but
That's
we
why it's
have
good.
never seen
No.
Punk and AJ.
Yeah,
If we're
Punk and
talking
AJ
about a match that I would want him to return for, I would rather see him fight AJ.
Punk and Ricochet.
Again, to be clear, AJ Styles, not his wife. We're not fucking assholes.
Punk and-
I was talking
Punk and-
about, I was talking about
No. Punk and Joe. That's what I want to see. They
Punk
had their
and Joe.
fucking classic matchups
Back
in Ring
in
of Honor.
Ring of
That
Honor.
would- I would be okay with AJ too. All that.
Punk and AJ versus Seth and Becky. Shut up, Jay. I hope that never happens, and I hope
No.
you're just putting that up there to make us mad. Adam, that was a stupid statement about how he looks. Keith Lee is overweight. Marco Stunt is 4 feet tall. Wrestling body types don't matter, and they're anything or everything.
Shut up.
Yeah. So
Batista's dating Daniel. I almost said
Daniel
Dana
Bryan.
Dana Brooke.
Dana
Brooke.
Brooke. Yeah.
That's all crazy on the Twit world.
Yeah.
CM Punk versus the best in the world, Shane O'Mac. They both return to the ring together.
Fuck off.
That's from Iron Meds.
Best in the world.
I wouldn't mind KO.
Can Vince get someone like Excalibur? Vic needs help on Raw. Jeez. And Lawler needs to go, and Joe is meh. I agree. I hate to say it, but fuck your face Phillips is a pretty good option right
Yeah,
now.
I miss him. Where is he right now?
He's doing main event in 205.
Jesus.
It's fucking faces.
Closing thoughts, final thoughts. We will be back Monday for our usual show. Rhodey, you got any final thoughts?
Final thought is.
Let's do paper mache over here.
what you think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. No, go ahead. Everything.
Wow.
Brian.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
I did this wrong.
Yeah,
It's been a long
course
time.
you
that was horrible.
It's been a long time.
Uh,
It flew. Oh, shit.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was
Almost
a good
went into the recycling bin,
That was a
too.
good one. No, you know what? I thought, honestly, both shows were good. Both had strong points. I thought the storytelling in AEW was better. I thought the in-ring action NXT, they had some good matches. Cameron Grimes, fucking, what's his nuts?
It was overshadowed.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Bushi.
Wednesdays are awesome, man. It's always difficult to pick.
Ho
but-
Ho Lun.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited to see Ho Ho Loon, where he signs.
Oh.
He's supposed to be
He's
wrestling a
free?
dark match. Yeah, he's supposed to be
What
wrestling
about your boy Oni?
who? Biff Busick?
Oni Larkin.
Oni Lorcan is dead. He is now Biff Busick. He's going back to being Biff Busick.
Brian, for the love of God, will you just let me and my brother eat?
I like that name way better. I like
Biff
him more
Busick?
just because of his name.
Biff rules.
Yeah.
He had no personality, though, really.
But-
He's got
Butthead.
so much personality.
All right, so that's it. Let's see what we got on the board just for final thoughts. Paige was asking for Taya to get signed. Rocky says, who is Taya, bro?
Taya Valkyrie. That's Johnny.
Taya Valkyrie.
yeah,
Sorry, I
that's
can't read. I didn't
John
know how
Morrison.
that's spelled.
I don't know words.
Oh, you know what? CM Punk did cause a stir on Twitter, actually, because Seth tweeted out. He said that he said that WWE has the best wrestlers in the world. Then CM Punk just kind of, commented. He says, and he added, he tagged him or whatever. Will Ospreay. He's like, Will Ospreay isn't signed to WWE. So kind of like
so he
shitting
was,
on WWE.
Well, he was also bringing back
Right.
that
Yeah,
whole.
Right.
I mean, that.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
In case you want to, if you want to talk about the turning point for Seth, I mean, yes, face run sucked, but that whole Will Ospreay exchange on Twitter is when a lot of others soured on him.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, tune in next time. We're going to be here running it down, seeing who wins, seeing who we piss off, seeing who Roby jerks off.
Roe v. Wade?
Roe versus Wade.
What?
All right, Rody Rollins. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Tune in next time. Same smart time, same smart channel.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
You're going to kill us now?
Yep. Right now?
Right now.
What did we do wrong this time?
Dark match?
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.